Welcome, thank you for joining me today. My name is Suze. If you haven't already done some warm-up on your rocket board, it's a good idea to do that first. We're going to be jumping straight into some standing poses, and I'm working with the assumption that you've already warmed up. So have your mat stretched out and your rocket board towards one edge of your mat, up on the rainbow side. Step your legs apart, coming into Virabhadrasana 2. So the back foot is a little bit turned in and the front foot is facing the short edge of your mat. Your front knee is bent. Stretch your arms out to either side and let yourself take a moment to just check that your alignment's correct. The front heel roughly in line with the instep of the back foot. And when you're ready to look towards your front hand, which will be your right hand, flip that hand over so the palm is facing up. And inhale, reach that arm up towards the ceiling, taking the back hand down the leg. Take a breath or two here, feeling into the balance of this pose. And then as you inhale, stretch that arm forward, straightening your front leg and bringing the hand down to rest on the rocket. Reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. And so have that hand quite supported there, but also light, so you're lifting upward and both sides of your torso are long. As you exhale, curve your body, so you're reaching your left ribs towards the ceiling and you're compressing your right ribs. And then inhale, open that arm back. Moving the arm with your breath. So choosing if you're inhaling to curve and exhaling to lengthen both sides, or maybe the opposite works better for you. The legs are very firm, the feet are strong on the earth, but the hand on the rocket board is light. It's there for balance and support. One more time, curving the body, getting space into those intercostals, and then rest the left hand on the hip. Bend into your front knee and step your foot back a little bit if you're really close to the board. Take all the weight onto that right foot, right hand still resting on the board, and let the left leg float in the air. When you feel balanced here, reach the left arm up towards the ceiling. We're trying to find a place where the left leg is parallel to the floor. Belly is working, the breath is moving. Sometimes it's easiest to look down towards the bottom hand, straight ahead, or to challenge yourself, look up towards that top hand. You can see that definitely makes it more difficult. And then exhale, bend the knee and turn your feet to face the long edge of your mat. Pick up the board and move it towards that long edge and bend forward, bringing your hands down onto the board. And then as you exhale, slide the hands to the outside edges, resting the crown of your head on the top of the board. If you need to adjust the position of your feet, wider apart means you'll be able to go lower, or if you're too low for the board, take your feet closer together. As you inhale, push into the feet, gently lifting yourself up. You're going to do a little twist here, raising one arm up towards the ceiling, and exhale, lowering down. Inhale the other arm up, exhale to lower. Repeat this a few more times. Feeling the twist along the length of the spine. Trying to keep the legs quite balanced. So the pelvis isn't twisting so much, it's much more the vertebrae of the spine. One more time to each side. And from here, bend the knees and pick up the board and take it towards the other edge of your mat. So towards the left foot now. And then set yourself up for that first position we were in, Virabhadrasana 2. Back toes turned in a little bit, front toes directly facing the short edge of your mat. Make sure the bent knees in line with the toes and it's not coming inward. You want to keep some integrity in this pose. Open the arms out to either side. And settle in here, just check the alignment. Knee in line with toes, front heel roughly in line with the instep or the back heel of that back foot. Turn to look towards your left hand. Flip your hand palm face up. And then inhale, lift that arm up as you're watching the palm, taking the other arm back behind you. And then as you stay here, focus on your breathing. Next, inhale, bring the arm forward, straighten the front leg and take the left hand down onto the board, raising the right arm up. Be light here, we're not sinking and dropping. There's not a lot of pressure on the board with my hand. I'm quite light and I'm lifted away from the floor, letting my legs do the bulk of the work. On an inhalation, the arm comes over and we open the side body. Exhale, bring both sides of the waist to be more even. Inhale, curve the torso. Exhale, lengthen. Working with your own breath, creating space in that side body where we hold tension and which prevents our lungs from opening fully. And we get that side body opening. It's a hard movement to begin with. And as you next exhale, take the right hand to rest on your hip. Maybe step your front foot back a little bit for balance. And then take all the weight onto that front foot, reaching the right leg back behind you, using your flat palm on the rocket ball for support, and reaching your right arm into the air. Toes of the right foot are facing forward towards the side of the room, or the long edge of the mat. Toes of the front foot, or the foot that's on the floor, is facing the short edge of your mat. And as you exhale, bend the knee, return that foot to the floor, and make your way up to standing. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a wonderful afternoon. Namaste.